Good evening. My name is Brian McAllister. I'm 39 years old and I live in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm originally from Long Island, in a town called Medford, which was right outside of Patchogue on the east side of the island. As a child, I moved to Florida, in Sarasota, in an area called Siesta Key. It was very tropical. I loved it. But time moved on, and I came back up north to Annapolis, Maryland. I began to love this area as much. It's very nautical and very history enriched. And now I live in Baltimore City in a neighborhood called Federal Hill. Many of my classmates who serve in the military now might find it a neat, relevant fact in my neighborhood is the Star Spangled Banner was written less than a quarter of a mile from my house. Fort McHenry. I can walk there in literally 3 minutes. I'm in this class to finish my degree in fire science, and I really am finishing my degree mainly so that I'm not a hypocrite to my daughter. I want her to, continue her education when she gets older, get a college degree, and I don't think it's fair to ask her to do something that I wouldn't do or didn't do. So, I'm married. We've been married for almost 9 years now, which reminds me I need to buy her a gift soon. My wife is a fire protection engineer. She's also a doctor, a PhD doctor. She has her doctorate in toxicology. She's also a professor with the University of Maryland University College. She teaches some math classes for them. My daughter Madison is the most incredible thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. She is 22 months old and is an inspiration to do everything right. She's an amazing person. My profession. I am a lieutenant with the Washington, D.C. Fire Department. I've been employed with the Washington, D.C. Fire Department for 12 years now. I started as a volunteer. I'm actually second generation firefighter. My father was a firefighter with New York City and FDNY. I volunteered when I was 16 years old. I started in 1989. And got some pretty good experience doing that. I started in Silver Hill in Prince George's County. In that time it was a very transitional area. There was a lot of fires, a lot of emergencies, so I learned a lot. I learned a lot from a lot of good people. I got hired by the Department of Defense and worked for the Marine Corps at Marine Corps Logistics Base, Albany, Georgia. And after about 2.5 years there, I got employed by DC. My hobbies are hunting. I love hunting. It's something I've started doing recently within the last few years. Always kind of wanted to, never really had anybody teach me how to do it, so I finally got my father-in-law interested enough to take me out and show me how to do it. Fishing, I live to fish. I love fishing. I can fish in a puddle given the opportunity. I love surf fishing, fishing from a boat, deep sea fishing, spear fishing when I'm scuba diving, any kind of fishing I absolutely love. Scuba diving, as I just mentioned, is another one of my hobbies. I've traveled to quite a few places to go scuba diving. And just generally boating, whether it be kayaking, canoeing, power boating, sailboating, anything nautical, I'm pretty much on board with. Traveling, as I just mentioned, I've traveled a few times for scuba diving, but I've also traveled, obviously just to travel. I've crossed the United States several times from the East Coast to the West Coast. I've traveled abroad. I've been to Italy, Sweden, Denmark. I've been to the Caribbean, Canada. And I guess my favorite places would be in the Caribbean. I like the Keys in Florida, which they say Key West is in the Caribbean, but I'm more of a Jamaica guy. I love spending time in Jamaica. If I could own property in Jamaica, I absolutely would. That about sums me up. I'd like to take this time to wish everybody in class good luck, and hopefully everybody does a good job. Thank you. Bye.